You like that?
That is
You think
nice.
we need some snow since
Festive.
it
Christmas Eve is tomorrow,
is,
man.
man. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh, I am. I love Christmas Eve. Just it's a good time.
Yeah. So, welcome to those who are new or watching. If you're watching live or when you're watching, if days or hours later, welcome. This is where John and I dissect some scripture together. And John and I basically we usually start off with a icebreaker, but today I just want to just invite people to our Christmas Eve services, which are John. Do you remember the times? 2:30.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, 3:30, and 5.
2, 3:30, and 5. Yes. And
Yeah.
we think it's going to be a great time. And I'm just going to have to let this snowfall go because that's distracted me.
Yeah.
I can't handle that. But yeah, we'd love to invite everybody to come out. You could tune in. You can tune in on the Worship Center uh, website, Facebook, YouTube. I mean, tons of different stuff you could tune in. But we're having them live, in person and online services. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
another announcement, John, is this is the last lean in of the year.
What?
Yes. So
Say it ain't so.
yeah. So where we started, did we started with First John, right?
Yeah, we start well, no, we did a book before that,
Did
and I can't remember what it was, but then we
Philemon?
jumped in.
Oh, it was Philemon.
Yeah, it was Philemon, and then we jumped into First John.
Yeah, first, second, third John. So that we're going to be concluding with third John, and it just works out perfect. And next year, starting in January, we are going to have Lean In. We'll be journeying through the Book of Acts, and
Oh, it's gonna
really
be
excited
good.
about that because we've basically I'm kind of passionate about. I love Acts. I think it's a great book, but I'm trying to write kind of a commentary to go along with it. So this will be great. All the stuff I'm learning in my commentary search and research will help with our stuff. So pretty excited about that, John.
That's gonna be fantastic. I'm excited for it and excited for the new year. But man, going through the book of Acts with you is gonna be special.
I hope I won't disappoint. I, that's good stuff.
What's up, Kathleen? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Giving some shout outs. So, John, let's have you start us off, right?
Yeah, I'll read up the first couple verses and
9 through 11.
9 through 11. It says this: I wrote to the church, but Diotrephes, I don't know how to Diotrephes,
Yeah, that's
who,
right.
who who loves to be first, will not welcome us. So when I come, I will call attention to what he is doing, spreading malicious nonsense about us. Not satisfied with that, he even refuses to welcome other believers. He also stops those who do so and puts them out of the church. Dear friend, do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. Anyone who does what is good is from God, and anyone who does what is evil has not seen God. Oh man, he uses. He's just getting real here, and I love it. Talk to us a little bit about it, Just.
Well, again, like we missed you last week, John. But the
Yeah.
first part in the third John is really what they call a recommendation letter. So if you're going to get a recommendation letter for a job, this is a little bit different. What a teacher, a philosopher, a rabbi would give a recommendation letter to someone. So you were to welcome that disciple of the rabbi or teacher or philosopher into your home because you really wouldn't generally go to an inn or a motel type thing. Those were more used for brothels and type stuff like that. So that's so a lot people, especially in the Middle East, are very welcoming. Love having travelers come through, especially in the first century too. So
Yeah.
this is a letter in which interesting that this letter is preserved close to 2,000 years, right? And it doesn't have like a ton of doctrinal stuff, but it's like one of these preserved letters that John gave to Demetrius,
Yeah.
which is passing through to his friend Gaius, right? And the reason why he's going to Gaius is because Diotrephes, how do you say that again? Diotrephes? Diotrephes?
Yeah, Diotrephes. That's what I say.
Diotrephes. Yeah, that's right. Diotrephes would not recognize John's authority. Now,
Wow.
that's a crazy thought that you're going to say, one of the disciples of Jesus, I don't recognize your authority. He's an apostle, so there's something going on here, and we don't fully know, but he didn't recognize it because he's not welcoming Demetrius into his home, and by doing that, that is a slap in the face of the person that sent the recommendation letter, and because he didn't recognize it, he's going to the house church of Gaius. And so this is one of the first examples of church fighting.
Wow. Yeah.
Two different churches kind of fighting. And so if you have this picture of the early church being perfect, this is an example of it's not. So that's kind of cool to see that. But obviously Diotrephes was in the wrong, but was it a doctrinal dispute? Was it structural pursuit, structural church structure? Whatever we know, he just would not welcome Demetrius. So that's kind of my take. Did you get anything out of that?
Yeah, I loved all that, and then I thought verse 11 was just kind of just kind of cool. It's just kind of a reminder. He says, "Do not imitate what is evil, but what is good." And I could be wrong here, but I feel like he was almost saying, "Hey, what this guy is doing is not okay. This is not okay. In fact, it matters who you follow. Don't follow that. Don't do what this person is doing." And I just thought that was kind of a good reminder for all of us. It's important who we choose to be around, who we choose to follow, who we're going to imitate, and be like. And so just kind of a cool reminder.
Right. And I mean, he was a part of the faith, is what we can tell. So he's not like a cult leader or anything like that. He's a part of the faith, but John is calling out another pastor, and says, "Hey, you're not doing it right." And so I thought that was kind of cool. So
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
12 through 14. Here we go. Demetrius is well spoken of by everyone, and even by the truth itself. We also speak well of him, and you know that our testimony is true. I have much to write you, but I do not want to do so with pen and ink. I hope to see you soon, and we'll talk face to face. Peace to you. The friends here send their greetings. Greet the friends there by name.
Yeah, great stuff. He's wrapping up this letter. I really like how he basically says, "Look, you can trust me. You can trust what I'm saying. I've been there. I've done that. You've seen me. You know what I have to say is true." It says our testimony is true. He's saying you can trust me. But then I like how he says at the end, there's certain things I want to say, but I can't write it to you. And isn't it true? There's just certain things you need to say face to face. There's certain things that you have to be able to say, "Hey, I'm not just going to text this or email this. This is a face-to-face conversation." And that's what it felt like for him. He just writing this, going, "Hey, I want to see you. I want you to see me when I say it and when I talk about it." So I didn't, it was kind of a wrap up. I don't know if you got any more than that, just.
No, I mean, again, how this recommendation letter was preserved is just pretty awesome, because it gives you more of an insight of the inner workings of the church.
Yeah.
And an official letter from Paul or John, even in 2nd and 3rd John, seem different, than 3rd John. 3rd John is a recommendation letter. Demetrius has this letter in his pocket. So he says, "Hey, give me a place to stay because I'm John's disciple. I'm a part of the faith, and I'm a minister, and so I need some breakfast, right? I need some breakfast and a place to sleep. So I just think that's pretty cool to see the inner workings, and even though there's struggles there, I don't feel so bad. Sometimes to be like, we're imperfect. There's times where you need to call people out, and I think that's definitely one time that they needed to, and it's great. But never be on the other side of one of the disciples of Jesus. That's, I mean, come on,
That's 101, man. That's
Yeah, yeah,
101.
101. Even though sometimes they need to be called out too, yeah, but
Yeah.
still, welcome the guy in. Come on. So
Yeah, it's a strange thing.
it is. Well, hey, John, that wraps up a year. It wraps up Lean In that we started way back when, and we're,
Crazy.
man, pretty cool. But we heard everybody, and we want to continue doing this because everybody said, yeah, keep doing it. So we're going to continue doing this, but we're going to do the book of Acts. So that means we're going to have bigger chunks of scripture because it's a narrative. And if it's narrative, then you don't dig down quite as deep as you would kind of a letter. So this it'll be interesting. We'll get Luke's approach on Acts. So guys, I don't know about you. Hope to see you tomorrow.
See you guys.